They say every town has a secret. Ours had a graveyard that nobody visited after midnight. Not because of superstition, but because of what we heard beneath the willow tree, a whisper, so faint you'd think it was just the wind, until it said your name. My name is Elias Carter, and this story isn't just something I wrote. It's something I survived. I grew up in the small town of Maple Hollow, a place so quiet that even the church bells seemed to ring in whispers. The kind of town where everyone knew each other, or at least, they thought they did. Behind the town's old chapel, tucked between the edge of the forest and the crumbling fence line, was Hollow Graveyard, an overgrown resting place filled with leaning tombstones and the smell of iron and moss. Kids dared each other to sneak in at night. I was never one of them. Until the night I turned 17. That night, I heard the whisper for the first time. It was late October, just days before Halloween. The air had that sharp, wet smell of fallen leaves. My friends, Liam and Marcus, had planned a stupid challenge. Spend 30 minutes inside Hollow Graveyard after midnight. No lights. No phones. Just the moon. I told them I'd only go to prove I wasn't scared. But fear has a funny way of showing itself. Sometimes it waits until you think you're safe before it crawls up your spine and makes a home there. We hopped the rusted gate just as the clock struck 12. The sound of metal scraping against our jeans echoed like screams in the silence. The moonlight spilled across the graveyard, pale and cold, painting everything in ghostly silver. The air was thick, not with fog, but with something heavier, like the ground itself was holding its breath. "This place smells like rot," Liam muttered. "That's the smell of courage dying," Marcus joked. I tried to laugh, but something inside me stirred, like a faint pressure in my ears, as if the world around us had shifted slightly out of tune. We wandered toward the old willow, the one that hung low over the oldest graves. The branches drooped like skeletal fingers brushing the ground. Beneath it, the headstone was cracked and faded. But I could still make out a name. Samuel Greaves. Born 1862. Died 1878. He was 16, a boy, just like us. "That's the one," Marcus whispered. "They say he was buried alive." The story went that Samuel was a grave digger's apprentice who got trapped in his own freshly dug grave after an accident. If you want to hear the full story, visit our YouTube channel. Beyond Fear.